Well, good evening, everybody. Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. And I am here today on the campus of Merritt Island Christian with Athletic Director Micah Rockwell here from Merritt Island Christian and Jeff Dipanta from Calvary Chapel. Now, you might be asking, well, why is Jeff here, right? What would he be doing over here at Merritt Island Christian? Well, these two gentlemen have got together, and if you're familiar with the Capital Cup in college, in other words, an all-sports trophy where teams compete in all sports for the right to hoist a trophy at the end of the school year, these two schools, these two rival schools in sports, are going to do that. And they play in everything from middle school volleyball all the way up to eight-man football. And we're going to talk to both athletic directors about it. First of all, guys, whose idea was this? Was this you? Jeff? Okay.
I will take responsibility for that.
All right.
Yeah.
So where you come up with this idea?
Actually, the College Cup is actually where I came up with it, just to build a little rivalry between Merritt Island Christian and us, and being that we do everything together as it is, might as well just keep it going, keep it fresh.
Well, Micah, right now, you look at this, I think it's a great idea. Who's got the upper hand going into this thing?
That remains to be seen, and that's why we're doing this, because we will find out. And Jeff and I are close friends, and I love this guy, and our schools are both grown a lot, and our athletic programs have become extremely competitive, and we're just looking forward to friendly Christian school competition. That doesn't mean we're soft. That just means that there's a little bit more at stake. We want to obviously I want to beat him. He wants to beat me, but more importantly, we want to make sure, and it's up to us to make sure that this happens, that we give God the glory in all this, and that the name of Jesus Christ is glorified in how we go about this. So, yeah.
Perfectly said, perfectly said. But here's the thing. You guys, what you do, I don't mean any disrespect to the 17 or 16 athletic directors that are out there at the high school level, and I don't know how many middle schools athletic directors, but you guys kind of work all of the programs so your jobs are probably a little bit more entailed, and talk a little bit about that.
Well, I'm very fortunate where I may have the upper hand in this. I have an assistant. Micah does not, but that's true. We do everything from elementary all the way up to varsity level, and I think I go home at night thinking sports when I should be thinking, other things. But it's awesome. I love what I do, and I wouldn't change anything.
Micah, well, to watch just over the last 10 years here, the athletics here at Merritt Island Christian grow. Of course, Greg Gage and you, and talk a little bit about how the athletics here at Merritt Island Christian have grown.
Well, first and foremost, we have a really awesome coaching staff in all areas. We are blessed. We are greatly blessed to have the men and women that lead our athletic teams, and to me, that's most important, because our leadership is going to determine the success of our teams, both spiritually, on the court, on the field, and beyond. So we are greatly blessed there. And then we have some awesome kids, and a number of them happen to be really good athletes. So that's helped. And I just can't really say it's because of this or that, other than I'd say coaches and then families that have decided to invest in what we have here. And that's the story there. Without the coaches and the families and the kids, we wouldn't be able to have athletics. I know Jeff would say the same at his place, and they make it go. I just get to be the guy to help coordinate, but those are the people that really make it go.
One of my favorite coaches and favorite student athletes resides right here at Merritt Island Christian. Coach Matt Handwork, and Morgan Babb. Love to watch Morgan Babb play football. For you, this has been a recent journey in the last couple of years. The long-term goal for Calvary Chapel, I know you and I have discussed, and we're down there this year. We're going to be down there through the winter sports season, broadcasting everything from volleyball, football, and basketball. Talk about the long-term goal for what you have set out to do at Calvary Chapel, Jeff.
Yeah, I think for us, a lot along the same lines as what Mike is doing over here is just to continue to build the program and make things just smooth. I think that's part of our issue is, there's a lot of hiccups in a brand new program. So working out the little quirks that we have, and then using great men like Micah himself and other ADs that I've talked to, just to kind of model a program after, and then but still have it your own. and getting families involved. I know we were just talking about that, but families, I have, as Micah said, I think I have one of the best family bases I can ever have, and they are so involved. Actually, sometimes I wonder if I need to even be there, and that's a good thing to have. So it's awesome. I just think we're going in the right direction.
All right, there's a lot of love in this room right now. I played hockey for 14 years and on many occasions picked up a penalty in hockey called the instigator penalty. So let's see if somehow, some way, I might be able to rekindle that old flame by being an instigator here in this situation as we talk about the new Challenge Cup here between Merritt Island Christian and Calvary Chapel. All right, I mean, let's face it, your sports have been around longer, right? You should have the upper hand going into this, right?
Should, I suppose, but they have proven to become formidable foes. Last year, for the first time on the high school end, which is awesome, was last year the first year, correct? And moving forward, it's just a great thing in the county to have two Christian schools that can battle it out. And I know that we'll have our years where they'll have the upper hand, and then we'll have it at times. But I will tell you that for 22-23, Jeff, we're planning on beating you as much as possible. So,
What's your response to that? And this is working out pretty good.
Actually, I was actually going to steal that saying there. I think we're actually very even on a lot of things. So, really, I think my athletes might be a little bit better. And so, I mean, it really all comes down to next week being football. And it's going to be a very interesting game. I mean, you already brought up Morgan, so I just saw him a little while ago in the hallway here, and I asked him if
Was he running full speed down there?
Actually, no, he was casual, but at the same time, I did say, hey, you ready for us next week? And he says, oh, yeah. So my coach has already got a plan for him, I hope. And, no, I'm playing. He does. And, we'll just keep going along. I'm so excited. I mean, this is awesome.
I know that Merritt Island Christian Volleyball, we got a couple of their matches on the slate coming up as well. And I'm excited for this. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, I know we're going to be involved. There you go, push it back, right? See it? Yeah, that's what we need, right? So I'm excited to be a part of this, guys. Final thoughts?
Looking forward to next Friday because we didn't really set it up like this. It just happened that the football game is the first time that either of our schools are playing one another for this school year. And this is the beginning of, you're talking volleyball, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, everything down the road. So this is the start of what we anticipate will be a rivalry. I think it's okay to say that. And very competitive. And at the end of the game, though, I know both of our desires is, hey, whoever wins, it's shake hands and say, hey, you guys played well. You glorified God in the way that you carried yourself today. And that's what it's ultimately all about for both of us. So I anticipate this as being a lot of fun I know he and I will probably talk the most trash to each other, but the kids I know will probably have a good time with it as well. So.
And who's responsible for keeping the points in all of this?
Oh, I'll take responsibility.
I'm sure, right?
I can already tell you, Calvary's won.
Right. Jeff keeping the points here. You've seen him on the field, right, as a referee. Micah, you definitely might want to make sure you're involved with that. Jeff, your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, just like he said, it's the first week is next week, first game, and for us, and then volleyball right after that from middle school all the way up. I think it's at my place, which is going to be a blessing in disguise. He has no idea, but hey, it's just something great to build on and to build this nice little friendly rivalry, but really a rivalry, and go from there.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're very, very excited to be a part of this. So I want to thank Micah and Jeff here at Calvary Chapel and Merritt Island Christian. So for Micah Rockwell and Jeff Dipanta, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Be on the lookout for this new Challenge Cup. It's going to be a lot of fun.